Hello and welcome back to Immortal Realms Vampire Wars, and if you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. Now, when we left off, we were taking the fight to the Moroya, and they were actually proving to be somewhat resistant to it, of course, somewhat resistant, but not entirely immune. So what I'm going to be doing now is leveling up Acheron, because of course he has leveled himself up, and we're going to be taking a look at this. Okay, so increase range to 5, increase attack to 25%, and regeneration to 15%. Ooh, yeah, I think I'll probably be taking the range. I think the range sounds super powerful, because if you can place it from 5 squares away, or 5 hexes away, or whatever, you know, then you're going to be in a much better situation. Okay, so now that we're done with all of that, we will go to the next turn and we'll take a look and see what's going on here. She's obviously going to try and take our keeps and things like that, but we will try to prevent her from advancing any further. So what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to get Win to spawn in. And we're just going to spawn him around about there. It's going to cost me 30 blood, which is actually quite expensive, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't really mind too much about that. Okay, so we're going to go over to the villages. Thankfully, because we have an overwhelming amount of blood, I should be able to upgrade all of these. And because, of course, I have the trait that allows me to use construction ability multiple times without having to worry about consuming AP, I should be able to go along here without any problems whatsoever. Okay, so there are a couple of villages, cities here. I could go to this city right here and this village. Yeah, I think we're going to go through this way. And I mean, technically what I could have done is I could have gone this way and then could go to this city here, then that village here, and then I could have gone all the way around. I'm actually going to do that instead. I did kind of mess up in that particular instance, but it's only one. You know, it's only 1 AP. Really not a big deal. All right. So yeah, now we can continue onward. I'm going to go probably round about here, and we'll just take that. No problem at all. And yeah, there we go. I mean, I feel like we should probably get some more AP somehow. So I'm wondering whether the skill tree, the legacy tree, has anything for us. Let me actually just take a quick look here. What does Vlad actually have? Okay, he needs another ring, and he needs some torso armor. So let's actually take a look. Gain 15 health, or all units in the army gain 1 initiative. Or feed will give 50% more blood. That is actually really amazing for Nosfurnace. That is really amazing for Nosfurnace, actually. I'm going to buy this ring just for initiative. I think I can just play this straight away, and then it will refresh itself. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go to the next turn. And I don't know what she actually has in her army. I think we should be able to deal with her without too many difficulties, but we'll see. Recruit more units. None of these quests actually really help me right now, because I'm not really going to be doing that much recruiting or anything. Okay, so let's have a look. Clan XP gain is increased. Blood income is increased. Yes, blood income is increased by 15%. That sounds good to me. And we will go for... Ooh, we'll drain the mana just in case. And we'll just take this stuff. Level up Vlad a little bit more, maybe, if he can. Let's use this. And let's see. Could use Revitalize. I suppose I will. And we can also upgrade this village here. And we can do that massively every single time we come to a village now, because we have so much abundant blood. I can literally just do that anytime I want. And that's going to severely increase our income, which is really good. Okay, so this villager down here is also going to be very nice. And we are almost to rank 20. I'm actually not sure. Is that my... no, that is actually not my Win condition, of course. No, it's not my win condition. But I could have done that win condition, and then I might have been able to actually win the game at that point. Because obviously, as you've seen at the very beginning of the series, there were 3 different win conditions at the moment, and one of them is to get your clan to level 20. So there are a number of different strategies that you can use to achieve overall victory. Okay, well, let's continue. Oh, there's a village here. Might be nice. There's a wishing stone as well. I'd actually like to go to the wishing stone, I think. Really wish claiming did not consume AP, but obviously it has to, you know, some things have to consume AP, of course. Okay, so I really do need to get over to where that person is to try and prevent them from being annoying any further. Okay, so, I guess I'll do Stone of Veterancy. My guys are leveling up so much. Crazy. Crazy amounts. Okay, so let's go back over to the village here. And let's see what's going on with her army. She has a full army. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that might be problematic for Mr. Vlad here. I'm not entirely sure if he will be able to deal with them. I'm hoping he will. I'm hoping he will. Let's actually just spend my legacy point first. Okay, so let's see here. Increases Dracul's might options by 1? What does that actually mean? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully we'll find out. Okay, so we're just going to kind of cut her escape route off, if I potentially can. And then we'll move on with Win here. Win is really not going to be a combat unit anymore. He's literally just going to be used for upgrading and things like that. That seems to be probably the most advantageous thing that we can do. It's actually just occurred to me as well, by the way, that Nosfernus do seem to be probably one of the greatest counters to the Dracul and maybe the Moroya as well, because if they rely on passive blood income like we are currently seeing here, then it is much easier for the Nosfernus because they feed. But of course the feeding mechanic is very, very difficult to use in my opinion. Like, you need to have a pretty decent strategy in place for it. I think, in my opinion at least, it's quite difficult to use. Alright, so we're going to go and we're going to just see what she's all about. So we're going to go a little bit closer to her. Oh, we can't tell we can't tell until we're in the next zone. Ooh, okay, well, let's see what happens. It's only me and her left. It is only me and her left. That's the 2 clans. Wow, okay, that's pretty impressive. Okay, yeah, we're going to be going into the fight. This is a close battle. We'll go into it just purely for the fact that, in my opinion, whenever I'm going to auto-resolve, it is going to be a almost certain victory or a close victory or something like that. I'm not ever going to auto-resolve when the battle requires a little bit of strategy, of course, because sometimes you can just brute force it, no problem at all, and then you will have a pretty easy time. But sometimes you have to go in here and do what you can. So that's what we're going to try and do. Alright, so Mr. Vlad, you will be moving forward. And celerity, yes, we know what celerity's like, don't we? Yes, Win has celerity, so it might very well be that this lord is very similar to Win in that regard, which I am perfectly happy with, to be honest. Ooh, they're teleporting. Are you serious? Why would you do this? Why would you teleport right to Mr. Vlad? That does not make any sense. I don't know why you'd want to do that. I have no clue. But if they want to do that, then that is perfectly fine with me, really. That is perfectly fine with me. Especially considering my gargoyle is literally resistant to magic. And by the way, Vlad is also resistant to magic now because he has that magic resistance item that we acquired previously. So he's going to be insanely difficult to kill. Of course, these enemies also have magic resistance. I think some of them do, don't they? I think some of them do, but I'm not sure which ones. I really wish Vlad had some kind of teleport. Yeah, they're going to be doing damage to my archers, which I really don't mind too much about. This is... yeah, I think these guys actually have... No, they don't. Ah, they have evasive... What? They have evasive by default? That's actually kind of insane. Okay, well, we're going to go and kill the Mystic, I suppose. I could do... I'm going to do Bloodlust, I think. Boom. There we go. Yeah, my archers are taking damage. That is to be expected. Nothing really to worry about there. We're just going to be running our Dracul warriors into these guys because, let's face it, we have Bloodlust at the moment, which gives us 25% additional attack. My archers dying right here doesn't really affect me that much. Arcane Barrier is going to be annoying, especially on a Shadow unit. Seems like the Maroya, when you give them the Shadow units, they are the most powerful things you're going to be seeing from them, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm just going to attack here with the Gargoyle. There we go. And we've got to remember, actually, as well, that even if my Dracul warriors get murdered, like they are right now, they already took out one unit, which is exactly what we wanted them to do. Okay, so let's use our Spearmen to get rid of one of the barriers. Oh, they actually did not take the spec that gives them that additional charge. Okay, that's perfectly fine with me. So now we have a bit of a flank going on here. Now, I'm pretty sure that Vlad can't be killed, really. I'm pretty sure on that, at least. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. Right, okay. So now what we want to do is we want to go and use Bloodstorm on all of these enemies. So I will just kill one of the other apprentices. Essence clone. Ooh, yeah, that's going to be a bit problematic, isn't it? Yes, that's going to be a little problematic. Nothing too dramatic, though. Nothing too dramatic. We should be okay. Yeah, my Gargoyle is just going to eat these magic-based units. Just absolutely eat them. For breakfast, yes. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Seems like that, at least. I mean, literally, they cannot do anything to Vlad. Look at how much damage they're doing to him. Literally nothing. Okay, so... can I use lifesteal on these guys? Yes, I can. Do I want to use lifesteal? It is quite pricey. You know what? We're not going to use anything right now. I don't think we really need to just yet. I would like to kill that that essence clone as soon as possible. It might be a bit problematic. Nice. Good hit. Okay, celerity once again. I don't think that's really going to help you, but you have a huge amount of mana. What's going on here? This guy has a huge amount of mana, actually. There we go. That was an easy kill for us. And this one is about to go down. It seems like they have literally just run their units into us, basically. Which is really not the best idea, especially considering now Vlad is going to use Bloodstorm. Look at him. Okay, so let's kill... I could kill any of these. I guess we'll just kill this one. Vlad is just an absolute monster. I mean, you know that. I know that. You know, you've seen the dramatic differences in power in the different lords. Because, of course, we have Vlad, who is, well, admittedly our leader. So, of course, he's going to be extremely strong, right? Of course. But then, of course, we have someone like Wynn, who is more of a utility-based lord, where he's not exactly powerful as a straight up sort of power, but if you use him with a little bit of subtlety, he's going to be much better for you. So it's really just a case of knowing how to play with each of these lords, and then, you know, giving yourself the greatest possible chance for success, which, in my opinion, is great. It's just unfortunate that I'm not very good at playing with Win. I don't know why that is. I don't know. He requires maybe a little bit more support from his units, because Vlad can pretty much just go in, as we've so far seen here. He can literally just go in and murder everything, and he doesn't really need any support. But maybe that's because I've also given him a pretty significant amount of items as well, because of course he's ignoring all armor completely because he has a magic attack. And that might very well be a bit of the reason. This guy has massive amounts of mana. I should play the Moroya next. I feel like they're going to be super fun. Is it just me? I feel like they're going to be super fun to play because they have a lot of spells that they can use. And I'm actually kind of surprised that they wouldn't use the spells all the time. Not entirely sure why they wouldn't use more, because they must have more spells available to them, surely. I mean, Arcane Barrier, yeah, you know, sure, that's absolutely fine and everything. But, I mean, literally, they still have 30 mana left. I don't know. It seems kind of weird to me. Okay, well, I guess we're going to be... I can't really do anything. I could do Lifesteal, but unfortunately that's not really going to work, I don't think. I mean, I'm going to try it, but I don't think it's going to work because we're going to deal no damage. Yeah, as you can see, we're going to deal no damage, so the Lifesteal doesn't work. But it might work next turn if she doesn't attack the gargoyle. Oh, no, never mind. We've killed her. Done. Bonked on the head. Okay, well, there you go. Done. Easy victory. And as I say, I don't really mind about those lower tier units being killed because I can just replace them with higher tier units. And I think someone actually mentioned in the comments that isn't it really powerful for Acheron to have a huge amount of Dracul warriors? Well, yeah, it is absolutely powerful for him to have a huge amount of those. However, you've got to bear in mind that the enemy is also going to be having the same kind of units available to them. Because if they're playing the game as they might want to play them, in other words, if they're playing the game the same way that I'm playing or as efficiently as they possibly can, obviously I'm not saying that I'm playing efficiently, I'm just saying that I'm playing reasonably, I guess, you know, but that's the issue. You know, you can play however you want, and dependent on how you play, you might have these units available, you might have those units available, or anything in between. You might have tier 3, you might have a huge amount of tier 1s, you might have concentrated on a huge amount of lords who have tier 1 units, and just concentrated on your legacy tree, leveling up your tier 2 units, or increasing your tier 1 units, you know, general stuff. You might also have the... I don't know, you might also have increased your... that's what they've taken. Yeah, you might have also increased your Lord's mana, or just basically increased the effectiveness of your Lord in multiple different ways. So there are so many different ways to really play the game, and I really like it. I actually really like this game a huge amount. And maybe you will too. Who knows? Maybe you will too. If you've purchased it, then I hope you're having a whale of time. Otherwise, if you haven't, then I hope you'll continue to enjoy what I'm doing here. But anyway, let's go to the other village down here, or up here, shall I say? And who else do we have here? Yes, we have Acheron, of course. And I should probably use Clairvoyance, shouldn't I? So I'm going to use Clairvoyance around about here. There's another city. Yeah, that didn't really help me, did it? Okay, well, let's just move down here, I guess. Okay, there we go. And Vlad is probably going to go over to this keep, I think. Now, here's the thing. Bear in mind that what we could actually do... Actually, wait a minute. What can we recruit here? Can I not see? I think they are... Yeah, there we go. They are werewolves. I'm not entirely sure if I really like the werewolves. Do I? I think I do, actually. Oh, wow. Yes, I think I actually do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get veterans, and then we're going to get champions right there. And then we're going to recruit some of those. And we're just going to continue recruiting those as much as we possibly can. Okay, blood income increased. Yep, that sounds good to me. Okay, so we can... oh, yeah, we're going to go for veterancy here. Target army gains +2 AP, and target enemy army cannot perform any action on the next turn. Sounds good to me, too. And, again, failing quests really doesn't make any difference. It really doesn't make any difference to me right now. Early on, I personally feel like the quests are really, really useful, because you can then gain, 30 blood here, 40 blood there, a little bit of experience and so on, and that really does make a huge difference. But as it stands, I don't really mind about it at the moment. We're pretty good the way we are. Okay, so let's just get some werewolves. There we are. And we're also gonna go with Win over here. Because now here's the thing. Do bear in mind that the one thing we want to do is we want to try and earn 1,000 blood, don't we? We want to try and earn 1,000 blood, because here's the thing. I'm not entirely sure what the Moroya has as their win condition, so it might be a bit problematic. And I might be squandering my chances right now by taking too long, So that might be a bit problematic. Okay, let's see what we have here. Gain 20 attack for Mr. Acheron. What? I can't believe it. That is absolutely insane. We're gonna upgrade Atrophy. Personally feel like Atrophy is really good. Enemy units within target area gain decay for 3 turns. That sounds pretty fun. I guess we'll take that. And we can purchase something. Gain 20 attack? How can I say no to that? Yes. Okay, I'm just going to check to make sure. There we go. Yes, it has equipped. Okay. Aha, so this is the final keep in this area by the looks of things. We are probably not going to use veterancy here. Okay, so there's one of her armies. I wonder whether... does she really want to fight? I don't think so, surely. Huh? I don't think so, really. She's got a... oh, she's got a pretty significant one, doesn't she? Okay, this might be problematic. Okay. Well, I'm going to just use this card on her, and then we're going to go in for the attack. Certain victory. Whoa, yeah, certain victory. Very, very easy victory for us right there. Okay. This is Dracul's Might. Yes, this is Dracul's Might, so it basically gives you a chance to choose 2 different things. We're going to go for Clairvoyance, because the other thing isn't really that useful to me at the moment. We're going to go for Dominance here. And we'll just claim this particular area. Okay, so let me just move down here. And we'll do that. And they're already maxed out, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use Consume, Greater Consume, actually, and gain 54 blood. Yeah, pretty insane. And now I'm actually wondering what I should do. I think I will recruit 1 more werewolf. Then I will use Veterancy. Then I will use Inspire the Troops. And then we will go over here first. And then we will make our way into their territory. But it looks as though this particular enemy has been doing most of the work in regards to, well, being the only opponent that we have to deal with now. But yeah, that's, I think, the main enemy that we have to deal with. So I'm thinking what we'll do now is we're going to just go down here, take this keep. I mean, obviously that's not the victory condition or anything like that, but we want to try and prevent her from being able to appear in basically every single area that we can, pretty much. There we go, taking the keep down there. And now we can make our way out. And I believe that is indeed it. Yeah, so the turns are now extremely, extremely fast, as you can see. Look at that. Boom. Turn done almost immediately. Okay, so let's have a look. Blood from feeding is increased. No, we'll go for this. And we will take that. We will take this. There we go. Yes, ambush is really fun in my opinion. Alright, so let's make our way deeper into their territory, shall we? Gonna use sacrifice. And I have been running around basically trying to feed on as many villages as possible, because I've actually worked out that I think that if the year is about to turn over, it's a good idea to feed upon a village or something like that, just so that you can gain the additional benefit. As you can see right here, this is not maxed out or anything like that. I have been attempting to only target places that are maxed out. Like, for example, this village right here is maxed out, and that would make the most sense for us to consume it. So, boom, I will consume it, and I gain 30 blood, which is, in my opinion, pretty good. I would say that's pretty good. I mean, a greater consume is obviously much better. And we're just going to continue onwards. I don't think they can actually stop us at this point. They might be able to, but, I mean, we know that they have a huge amount of armies because they've been able to capture such a significant amount of territory. So, not entirely sure how that's going to go. The manor has not been taken. Do I want to take it? Probably not. Okay, well, we'll continue onward. Any other places? Yep, there's a village up there that I need to go to. And we should capture this. And then we'll do a little bit of constructing. And I'm actually wondering whether I should feed here. I should probably feed here, to be honest, shouldn't I? Because this is going to give me 3 points per population. But it's only summer. I guess I could do it. Yeah, why not? Ah, there she is. Okay, so I should probably make my way back and just attack her. Okay, let's see. Kill units in enemy armies, even though that's probably not going to work really for us. Alright, so here we go. We've got Acheron here. I have been doing a little bit of off-screen. You can see here, certain victory for us once again. Look at that. Boom, done. Now, bear in mind that obviously if the opponent had, if they had the same kind of tier of unit, then it would be much more difficult for me to do these auto-resolves, and that's the reason why I'm actually able to do it in the first place. So do bear that in mind. I wouldn't be able to just stomp across them if they had the same kind of unit that we do. So yeah, that's something to bear in mind. Otherwise, I think I'm basically just going to have to do this, and I suppose I think that's probably it. I think that is probably the victory for us, but it is just a case of me getting 1,000 blood. As you can see, I need to have 1,000 blood in my possession before turn 160, and I have no idea how many turns it has actually been so far. I don't know whether I can see that on the UI at the moment. I might be missing it, so if I am missing it, then my bad, but otherwise, yeah, I think that is probably going to be it for this episode. We will be doing another one, but as you can see, I have swept across. It's actually kind of hilarious. There's still half of the map. Look at this. There's still half of the map, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Moroya have every single one of these territories taken, with the exception of a couple, of course, because there are still a couple that are neutral. But I'm going to need to summon some more guys, or I will just have to defend against her armies as much as I possibly can. But that's the thing. What I'll do is I will continue off-screen a little bit to try and capture as many territories as I can, and then when I come across some armies and things, I will indeed show that. But otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.